So this is the vanilla bugger, and vanilla bugger, it's one of my favorite streamers. I fish it a lot around here too. On Gray Reef, it's just as good dead drifted. In the smaller side, this is a size 8, but we'll tie them down to size 12 almost. So small cone head. Kind of a cream or a tan marabou for the tail. And what I do is I just put 2 marabou plumes together like that, and then just gauge it up. I want it to be about the length of the body, and once I do that, I'll just trim off all the extra stuff. Okay, so I'm going to set that right there. What am I doing using red thread? Doesn't matter right now. I'll switch back over. Okay, so there's your tail.
So the tail's about the length of the entire hook? Pretty close?
Yeah, roughly about that's how I kind of try to size it up, is to the size of the hook. Just going to use that black thread. Okay. Yeah.
Not anymore.
He's been adapted. Okay, so I have about 3 strands of crystal flash, and I'm just going to part them each way, tie them along the side like that, and then just trim them down a little bit. As that keeps scooting forward.
And some birds in the chimney on some townhouses. Exactly like that all day long. Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Okay. What makes this fly, it's tied with a golden or a silver badger whiting dry cape is what you need to use. Now they make an Indian, it's not a whiting, or it's a Wapsi has it. It's sitting right there on the corner. It's a little bit shorter. It's kind of that same silver badger look though. It's just, you could probably get away with it on this, but the problem is those barbs would be a little too long. If you did it on a bigger one, I just don't think you'd have long enough of a feather to work with. So if you're gonna tie this, that's what I do, but you could definitely try it with that. So I'm just gonna splay back that feather, and I'm just grabbing one of the real wide ones that's a little webbier on the back. Okay. Tying that in there. Okay. A lot of times you'll tie this in on the front and then wrap back and then come forward with wire, but this fly you can't have wire because I want that black stem to really dig into this fly. So the body on a vanilla bugger is a cream colored furry foam. So I'll tie that in now.
Hello? Hello?
So you want a slight taper to it. Nothing too drastic, but just a little bit. Okay. Let's see how
The
that,
stem is the red.
yeah, see how that stem just digs in there like that? And each one I'm just kind of,
Are you paying any attention to whether or not your hackle spurs are forward or backward when you start?
they were, yeah, that's a good question. You want to tie them in so that each wrap, they're kind of laid back, so they're kind of curved that way.
So they tilt front to back?
Mm-hmm.
I would say close to it, it's still have that.
A little too close on that one.
I was a teenager, I had never seen
Okay. So I'm going to grab that right there. Okay. Now this is great because it's a little stiffer for the body, and you want a little stiffer barb on the body one. But now on the collar, I don't want it to be as stiff, so then I do use that, it's Indian hen, I believe, or Indian, what's that called right there, that silver badger? Or that badger one?
Is it just a saddle?
No,
Indian cock saddle?
Indian cock saddle, okay. A lot cheaper than the whiting cape, but again, it's gonna be more just for the top part of this fly, as opposed to the whole fly. So I'm going to strip that down, prepare that.
Oh, yeah, well, I was just thinking about that.
Okay. So now we're going to spin that collar.
Oh, yeah.
What's the significance of white?
Well, on this fly, I think what it was originated to be is just a baby sucker.
I don't know if they want to silk on a page.
It's a wind chime.
It's just a contrast.
So,
Yeah.
Just an eye catcher.
it's actually.
Get the white part now, that got his attention, does he want to eat the rest of it?
And, she sells her shit to do a big one that has all the spots, laser.
Okay. So see how that you got that collar that just makes it a little bit fuller on the front. Trying to get it everything to tuck into that cone head
I figure.
better. Okay. So that's the vanilla bugger.
That thread will hold inside that